back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak, where last episode, October 6th in Tharbad, began with our boys apologizing for heading out on their lonesome at night, as on leaving the inn, we bumped into our dancer friends before picking up a 4SPG, leading us back into the waterway for an archaeological expedition. Escorting Inigo to find a mural, we soon learned what he was up to, wanting to steal church relics from beneath the building as the eldest of the Devonshire brothers brought the others in to attack us. With monsters summoned forth, we waited for our enemies to weaken each other before striking to take the group into custody and claim the bounty. We now sweep the cultural district.
We can report what we've done lately. I know where we were near another goal.
That's
we
how
are
it goes.
C+, yes?
Then I'll update your rank.
You're right here.
Got it.
Soul Chef Parfait. Again, would be pleased. What was the next rank? 160 or 170? I think it was 170. Parfait. Wild parfait. A parfait is hard-boiled and sweet. What? Hard-boiled? What? I now questioning how that's made.
Sure, give me a minute.
Nom nom nom.
Didn't mean to keep you.
Confused by the hard-boiled statement. Right, where to start off? I mean, we should probably start from the far left. And then work our way through. So we'll start from the Bracer Guild, go there, and then double our way back. I had some weirdo get, weird with me earlier. He was generally scary. His eye looked so weird and bugged out. The first time I've gotten any real attention doing this, and it had to turn out like that. Just my luck. I can only imagine how many times Sarah and Shahina must have had to deal with that. Alusha.
Right.
Thanks, Aaron.
Okay.
Right, very well.
We've been getting reports of fighting and sudden disturbances all day. The police have their hands full trying to respond to everything. Apparently, according to two people I talked to who dealt with a similar case, this is completely identical to another case. There must be some mutual connection behind both incidents. Once you get here from the main branch, we should probably step up our investigation.
Very well.
Maybe we shall. But it is kind of going the way I thought. Young people these days have no respect for law and order. I heard there was a big fight around here just this morning. If they had drowned themselves in vice, forgetting their devotion to Arusha, this city wouldn't be the mess that it is today. Those motion pictures are especially wretched. I tried to watch one of that Salvatore Gotti's things and was absolutely appalled. Such obscene trash is good for nothing but destroying people's morals. No wonder the young have lost their way. Abdullah has some hardline thoughts on that one. I've been such a fool, a complete armoron. What have I been doing with my life? Coming here and taking in the festive atmosphere has made me realize I was so stupid for letting myself be a cog in the corporate machine. Stupid manager and his bald head. Worthless co-workers. Everybody's always trying to make me take responsibility for everything. Screw this, screw that, screw it all. I should quit and try something new instead. Be my own boss for once in my miserable life. I don't know what's going on with my husband. He's never been the best drinker, to be sure, but he hasn't drunk anything today. Even when he gets drunk, he's never quite like, this. The other people carrying on over there also look like they're extremely drunk too, but I don't think I saw them drinking either. What in the world is going on here? Why are bold people getting caught in the crossfire? Are Shahina and her big sister okay? There are so many more scary people than before. I'm scared it's going to be just like yesterday for them again. The parade is tomorrow. If something happens to them, With all these tourists going nuts, I'm thinking maybe I should just cancel my Sandsea tours for today. It's infuriating when people drift off from the car on a whim. I'd be in a world of trouble if any kids got lost in those sand dunes. But to be honest, I'm even more concerned about how Sarah and her sister are doing right now. I'm happy they recruit Sarah for the parade, but I'm worried she's working herself too hard and have all this craziness on top of that. To church. Someone moving around in church by the look of it. I just had a talk with Father Mukta about how we should keep the children safe, seeing as there's so much trouble today.
It could be really dangerous if any of them got lost out there, which is why I'm telling them they shouldn't walk by themselves. For those parents who are too busy to look after them today, we're also happy to take their children in and look after them if need be.
Goddess Arusha.
Dad's been acting really weird since last night. He never yells like that. He must be tired. I'm sure he'll be back to normal soon. I'm not scared at all. People in the temple are all so nice. There are a lot of people yelling and fighting outside. It's safe inside the temple though. But I'm worried about my mum. She works in the bazaar. I wish she could be with me here. Everybody's getting all worked up about the festival, but I don't get what all the excitement's about. Could it really be all that great? Maybe it's just because I don't really know all that much about films. It's hard to say. I've kept my distance from them up until now, but maybe I should try watching one and see if I can figure anything out. Are you running around doing combat jumping in high heels, by the way? Oh my god, you are. Ridiculously proficient, then? I like to think they have a combat mode where the heels somehow go back inside the shoe. But then the heels can be used as a weapon too, right? Despite Tharbad being a lively entertainment destination for decades now, never in all my time have I seen such a tumult in the city. Many residents are understandably concerned about what's going on. I pray all this doesn't lead to any greater conflicts. It's during times such as these that we must spread the spirit of tolerance and understanding that have served us so well. Once the festival is over, I hope to be able to sit down with our politicians and business leaders to discuss the future of our city. Seems like it's a one dialogue day for the most part. Okay, starting today, you're going to be helping around the bazaar. What you're about to do might feel tough while everything's new to you, but trust me, it's all a part of your training. Yeah, right. I doubt it'll be anything that hard. I've cleaned ditches and swept chimneys before. Nothing you could suggest will scare me. Just spit it out already. Well, if you insist, your first job is going to be as a barker. Congratulations. You're going to put on a loud voice and do whatever you can to drum up excitement around the stalls and bring in customers. What? You can't make me do that. I don't know how to, hype people up. Sure you do. You just don't realize it yet. Take those apples you can find at Monia's stall. Those apples are so good you stole them countless times, yes? If anybody can tell customers just how delicious they are, it's you. Oh, shut up. All right. I'll give it a try. Just lay off me already. Got a hit in the ground running, I see. Hang in there, kid. Brennan's apparently checking into the general movements of new arrivals, so I'm going to tackle things from a different angle. Specifically, I'm going to ask the caravanners if they've noticed any unusual activity nearby to see if I can glean anything with their insight. I just wish we didn't have to worry about more fights breaking out. I'd really prefer to focus entirely on our investigation.
Very well.
Very well. There's Romani. Oh, I'm telling you, Tharbad's booming bigger than ever right now. I've got to get in on this while the getting's good and stock up on everything I can possibly get my hands on. Who cares if I go a little in the red right now? It'll work out. I can just tell I'll be able to recoup everything and then some. No prob. So it's like impulse control.
Well...
I ended up waking up earlier today because there was a commotion right in front of my home this morning. These guys are looking like they're having a swaying into each other competition. This might be festival season, but I've never seen Tharbad act so wildly. Sure, people get excited sometimes, but we're good about not causing trouble for other people. But now, it's bizarre.
Indeed.
Yes, we are at the bazaar. The tourists have been getting pretty rowdy lately, to put it nicely. Another hookah seller I know was telling me about how his customers got in such a frenzy that things were a little out of hand. I get everyone's excited about the film festival and all, but it's almost like they've properly lost their minds.
This market's got
Need some
everything.
spices, perhaps?
I really appreciate the temple agreeing to look after my daughter for a little while. With all of these people coming in and the bazaar getting so busy, I'd be worried about her getting lost. This way I know she's safe. Plus, that new friend she made yesterday is there too. That'll help keep her occupied.
Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for shopping.
You won't find this just...
My supplier was weirdly rolled up when he came to drop off some stock earlier. It was hard even carrying a conversation with him. He was fired up and speaking incoherently at the same time. Bizarre. He's not the only one who's been acting off either. Tourists and some other residents are being odd too. Could just be because of the festival coming up, but it's giving me the creeps somehow. Doesn't seem right.
Hey there. See ya. What?
Might be the day before the film festival and all. It feels like people are almost getting too excited for it, you know?
I mean, I could tell people were excited yesterday too, but today it suddenly hit a fever pitch. Maybe I'm just overthinking things, but it just feels so abrupt. I don't know. I do my best to try and respect what young folks try to do, but all of this mayhem is testing even my patience. I understand everyone getting excited at being exposed to new ideas and culture, but that's no excuse for them to go act like hoodlums. Either way, something about all this doesn't feel right to me. None of what's happening feels natural. And that looks to be the cultural district swept. Done and done, we move on. Think gloves in this weather are a bit sweaty? I always thought that Officer Calvin didn't take his job as seriously as he needed to, but this time he's gone too far. He outright abandoned his post. Can you believe it? I definitely need to have a word with the precinct about it later. I cut him some slack before, knowing he was new and needed to get used to the job, but I can't look past dereliction of duty.
Well, where'd you get?
I like to think I'm a man who can keep up with a festival when things heat up, but I've got to be honest with you. This one is wearing me out. I can't keep up when things get this crazy. This festival's really something else, and let me tell you, I've seen my fair share of festivals in my time. Gotta wonder how people find all this energy and vigor in the middle of a scorching hot desert.
Looking to buy something? See you again.
You've moved to here now, have you two? See that, Hardy? This ride's exactly the kind of thing a guy like me needs. This thing's built for driving through sand dunes. You were worrying about nothing at all. Sure, I might have kicked up a bit of sand, but that's part of the fun. I like seeing it in the air. It's like stardust blowing around. Now that I'm all hyped up, time to hit up those actresses and see if I can't conquer those dunes. It's gonna be great. Thank you for the sub there, Ultra. Cheers for the prime. Conquering dunes, eh? Young master, I do believe I warned you. Such driving is incredibly dangerous and serves nobody's interest. I am, of course, relieved to see that neither you nor your vehicle have been harmed by your excursion. However, that leap through the air was truly terrifying. I felt as though I lost 5 years of my life watching that. You went with him? You were in the car? Okay. It's a bit worrying. Heard from the cops that folks around town have been getting rowdy lately. Around here, at least, people are going feral over parking spaces. I try my best to hang in there until the end of the festival, but to tell you the truth, I'm at the end of my rope physically. I just need it all to be over so I can take a dip in the hammam and recharge. Yeah, it is very much a single dialogue day, which means we'll be through a sweep in no time at all. The other quest has become a green quest now because it's not required anymore. Where's the bus? It's over here! What's going on there with the posing? Just random T-posing. I don't like the bus driver right now.
Mommy, Daddy, hurry!
This guy's like, woo, windows! Last night I saw that girl at the nightclub again. Oof, just remembering her makes me feel so... what am I doing? That dance was my daughter's age, and here I am lusting after her. But I can't stop myself. I don't care if it's wrong. I've gone too far to give up now. Last night, huh? That must make him a fan of a certain dancer. Guess it takes all kinds when you're as popular as her. Yep, this guy's having a real normal one. He's in way too deep. I don't get it. Are you guys talking about that place you two visited last night? All I'll say is, whatever you two saw in there, I'm glad Ferry wasn't exposed to it. It's so hard to explain what her dancing means to me. When we're in the same space, it's like I can feel her very breath. Like our breathing is somehow synchronized with one another. It's as if her breathing is what keeps me alive, what gives me life itself. Wow, he's very enamored. Don't be shy, step right up. You're gonna love what I have to sell. Better act fast though. I'm only getting more customers. This store's as popular as ever.
Hey there. See ya. Hey there.
I've
What
already
would it be?
bought the
See ya.
Marshall strap. Sell some different stuff on day 2. I don't know. You shaking down? I'm not going to do anything. Just fine then. These guys look ready for a fight too.
Hey, friend, you got a minute?
We had some scuffles out in the alley this morning. They were practically back to back, which is unheard of for such an early hour, even in our neck of the woods. Or desert, rather. Fights are such headaches for me. If any break out of places we're contracted with, I have to go and sort them out, which is no fun. What we saw in there was unexpected.
I'll win next time.
I guess some fights broke out around town this morning. It's hard not to worry about where things are headed when it all gets less safe. I best get in touch with the security company we have contracted out, just to be sure. They're just as trustworthy as our own sponsors. If anyone can keep our customers safe in these uncertain times, it's them. Hey, it might be me, but when I think of security outfits that pump big money into Central East, you know who comes to mind? Oh yes, he's almost certainly referring to Marduk. At the very least, I know there's a casino in the database that's funded with Alice money. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't trust Tharbad's police, but when you're a casino, you can never be too prepared. After all, we make quite a lot of mirror, and our customers tend to be incredibly well off, to say the least. Hey, what's with all the commotion outside? Alright, the whole film festival's going on, isn't it? Screw all the pomp and circumstance, I'm here to have fun. That's exactly what I'm having thanks to this amazing hooker. I just know I'm going to win even bigger than I did yesterday. I think the school's for an extra big play. Impulse control. In times like these, when people let their guard down, you can really start to see their true colors. Take the film festival. A lot of people around here are getting really excited now that we're about to have our very first one. It's fascinating stuff to witness, not unlike a good round of cards in that regard.
So...
I've already spotted a number of people looking rather merry, you might say. Most people would think they're drunk, but trust me, as a bartender, it's clear as day that's not what they've had. Alcohol doesn't cause people to lose their inhibitions so fast. Plus, I couldn't smell it in their breath. Makes you wonder what the heck's going on. Looks unnatural, even given the excitement surrounding the festival.
Very well.
Do you know what you want? I hope to see you again.
A ginger ale sounds nice. Man, do people really expect me to just stand around doing nothing all day while this town's one big river of money? Working hard for suckers. I'm gonna make a killing at this casino and then so long to the stuffy, low-paying cop life. I mean, what's fair about having us work while everyone else around here gets to have fun, huh? Nothing. That's what. Talk about not being cut out for a job. This guy wouldn't know the meaning of hard work if it was tied to a brick and thrown at its face. Sorry, that reminded me of a funny gif I've seen recently.
Come on!
Some people seem to be puzzled about all the disturbances we've been seeing around here lately. On the flip side, you might argue that everyone acting all flustered shows their true colours coming out. Everyone has ugly sides they don't want to show. Laying them bare is no laughing matter. You might not think it, but the film festival is shaping up to be a learning exercise in how we run the casino moving forward. Times like this, you can see shifts in our customer base and increased bet amounts, among other kinds of ripple effects. It's no exaggeration to say big events have a way of informing our operations long term, as well as what new adventures we get into. Oh, we've nearly finished the patrol of both sections already? I'm quite surprised. God, this man's got to throw up soon, surely. She's trying to kick me. I should walk in front of her and then get the police officer to allow me to sue. I've already told you, please keep your clothes on here. We can do temperature adjustments on our air conditioner. Just keep your clothing on. I'm begging you. Phew, is it just me or is it getting really hot? If this keeps up, I might have to start stripping and we wouldn't want that. Careful, Laurel. You know, in movies, it's always the saucy girl who shows a little too much skin who gets turned into shark meat first. I'll be careful. Sadly, I don't think we're going to be seeing any sharks in the middle of the desert. Well, girl, I have good news. They make all kinds of shark now. Sand ones, snow ones, whatever. Nature's fiercest apex predator can be admired anytime, anywhere. Isn't it grand? Oh, God. This is great. My body feels all warm and stuff. I don't have a care in the world right now. Should unwind this more often. I don't even know what's going on anymore, but one thing's for certain. I'm on top of the world, baby. Woo! I better make the most of these vibes and see if I can land some hot studs. When life feels this good, like, ooh, it's time for nerves, right? YOLO! I've had a lot of surprisingly demanding angry customers this morning. It's a little overwhelming, to be honest. Some of them have the craziest demands. I've even had folks grumble about not being able to sell camels to them of all things. I've worked as a merchant for a long time, and never have I seen as many complaints with my shop in one day as I have today. But sometimes you've got to put your feet to the fire to make a mirror, so if that's what it takes to close those deals, sign me up.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. We await your next visit.
Oh, I'm so in love with this brand.
Apparently some scuffles broke out around town this morning. The owner here is really concerned. Normally we keep real swords on display, but unfortunately we've seen a few too many customers lacking self-restraint lately. I think it's best we keep them in storage until things calm down, just to be safe.
What can I do for you?
Completely agree. Feel the mood, right? Feel it out. I'll buy this for no reason. Well, I've probably got enough money to cover it. I'm at 30k mirror. Hey, when was this here?
Indeed.
Well, I missed this entirely. Dr. Swords. How many times have I passed that now and not seen it? It was just installed today. I swear, those orbital hookers or whatever you call them, they just keep flying off the shelves faster every day. The principle behind how they work is pretty much the same as what you find in something like an orbital heater. All they basically did was mechanize and shrink down the part of the device that heats up the water and leaves. The hookers are sold together with pre-processed leaves, which is convenient. Maybe that explains their popularity.
Hey, welcome.
Pre-processed, you say? Is that also the same as saying having no clue? Really? About what's in it? Couldn't be that. How many hit 2s do I have? I guess I'd be paying my own stuff for that, and I'd rather just wait. I do wonder about buying like a better other art to hit some other stuff that I'm not really hitting. Only Firebolt, where I could be having like Fire Squall. Or Abyssal Flame, which burn blinds. Yeah, I'll spend some money on that, and I'll also buy Umbra Cracker maybe? Short Cone. I'll leave it at that for now, though Lost Mobius is pretty good too.
Thanks, pal.
Don't want to use too much money too fast. Also implying you don't know what's in them. Yeah, pre-processed. Oh, okay. I think that comment was what made me realize. You have some nerve lounging about while all of this is going on, Detective. At least you're already here. Convenient. I'll be putting you to work until the film festival is over, understood? Can't be serious. You want me to give up my hard-earned vacation time just like that? You're damn right I do. Emergencies don't have a schedule. Any detective worth his salt is always ready to act in an emergency. Either you work now and crack this case, or it spirals out of control and you have even less time to fool around. What'll it be? What? You dragged me all the way out here just so you can ditch me and go off to work? I finally caved in and agreed to do this after you badgered me so much, and this is what I get. I don't believe this. Oh, did they really have to stick me between a rock and a hard place? I told them to enjoy my vacation and the festival in peace.
Very well.
I mean, to be honest, you're not exactly in the right either, because he's being forced into it by his job. You're not exactly in the right because it is his vacation time. He should be able to have his vacation time as vacation. But maybe you should dress as, not a cop on his vacation time? I don't know. You lot again. I say this was a surprise had Nate not already told me that he saw you earlier. I don't know what brings you to Tharbad, but I'll keep my questions to myself for the time being. We've got far more pressing business to attend to at the moment. Stay out of our way and we'll stay out of yours, understood?
Alrighty.
I've reminded Nate time and time again that as a detective he needs to be prepared for work to come in at any time. I even told him he may well end up investigating Tharbad generally soon enough. He has no one but himself to blame here. Don't go into public service to be coddled. Either you get the job done, or the public suffers for it. Period.
So...
I like the taxpayer money usage. This was supposed to be an opportunity to get away from work and go on a trip with my first date. I swear, life just can't cut me a break for even a minute lately, it feels like. No, Nate, you're screwed. I understand Nate's a busy guy, but did he really have to drag me all the way out here and then ditch me? He should have told me this could have happened sooner. Now how am I supposed to kill time when I'm out here all alone? Are we even still going to be able to walk around the film festival tomorrow? I didn't even want to think about it. To be honest, you get a free day to do whatever the hell you want in town. I think that sounds kind of not bad too. When life gives you lemons and all that. Maybe it's just me, but you get the feeling people are going a little crazier than they were yesterday. Do people here always go so hard when they're excited? I don't know how they can do it if so. If people are getting so hot and bothered about the film festival, I guess it's a good sign we're in for something fun at least. I don't really watch movies, so I don't know much about what's going on, but even I'm pretty curious at this point.
Very well.
This morning has seen even more disturbances than yesterday. Some brawling even broke out a little while ago. The fact that the Edith police have dispatched detectives here says to me that they suspect something's going on too. I'll let Ishmael handle anything that requires more local insight into Tharbad than what I've got. As for me, I think I'll keep an eye on the trajectory of these tourists and where they're coming from. That looks fun. A little bit of a paddle. I was really hoping I could come in with my sister, but they told me they don't allow outsiders. I thought I'd have a chance to meet with some famous celebrities or something. So much for that, I guess. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to go up to one of their staff members and get up in their face. Maybe. It's clear you want your sister to succeed, though. We're definitely rooting for her, too. I'm sure she's going to do just great. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I know she's going to knock them dead. It's Sarah we're talking about. My sister's so amazing at what she does. I'm so proud of her. Well, if I can't get in, now's as good a time as any to get some dance practice in myself. So I can't be the only one working so hard out there. It wouldn't be fair. Shahina sounds really anxious. Not that I can blame her. Probably it doesn't help that Sarah can't perform like normal today or tomorrow. Hopefully all the excitement doesn't get to either of them.
Well...
People in the fountain? Yeah, they're having fun. And look, the assumption is, we're right outside the Birmingham police station. It must be legal. I've got to do something. My sister can't be the only one who's busting her butt today. I think I'll go out and get a present for her. Then maybe I'll do some dance practice too. I actually brought my costume with me. Might as well get changed into it since I already have it with me. Hey! Our president seems really agitated about something. I wish he would spare a thought for his workers, though. Doesn't he realize that adding on to the parade at this stage is a big ass? Give me a teeny little break here. Between you and me, I think this company got too big too fast. It's lacking some fundamental things.
So...
President Dillon is somehow even more strung up than usual today, if you can believe it. Maybe he's just feeling on edge, what with all the turmoil the city's been dealing with lately. For my part, I've been ordered not to let anyone through unless he has personally authorized them. No exceptions. I always like looking at her hairstyle and looking at the way that these bangs are cut so they go down.
Very well.
They're longer at the front than at the back of the bangs. Her ears are uncovered. It's a style, isn't it?
That's true.
It's a definite style. That's true. Thank you. That's true. Good. I feel like things are extra chaotic outside today, even with the film festival so close. Even in Vegas Films itself, it felt weirdly tense for some reason. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but I don't know. Guess I'll have to give up on getting a tour today. Today feels like a really bad day to disturb them. Everybody at Vegas Films seems busy getting ready for the film festival. I'm worried we might have ruffled some feathers. We got impatient and tried to give them a proposal we came up with, but it's probably going to be a while before we hear back. I want to make sure we enjoy our time out here, especially as our way of showing thanks to everybody at Vegas Films for what they've done. I'm now wondering where I might have missed other things.
This is the wrong way.
No reason to go that way, for example. Where other vending machines might be or something. That guy's having a good dance. There was a weird commotion around here earlier. First people started brawling, then all of a sudden we had people tearing off their clothes and yelling real loud. I know it's festival season and all, but that's not how you hold a celebration. What the hell has gone into people, huh? It's like they all forgot how to have fun.
So... Look around all you like. Peace out.
First a brawl, and then what's next? People seem to be really high-strung this morning. I hate it. Just as I was getting used to this place and sleeping soundly too, now I see this patch of dirt for what it really is. But you know something? For some reason I'm feeling a little pumped up. I feel like I'm young again. Young and dancing with my friends all over town. The atmosphere here is so weird. Are festivals in Tharbad always this, lively? I knew it wasn't going to be like the Mezzaldam Film Festival, but I didn't quite imagine it being this unhinged. And is it just me, or is my mother being kind of loud? She's a lot more punchy and energetic than I'm used to seeing. Alright then, that is both sweeps complete. Ah, lies! There's someone to talk to in the Vegas film. Where were you hiding? Oh, in a back alleyway. Oh, Tower. I'm supposed to start some intensive training to get ready for the Carnival Cavalcade. I'm just waiting for Director Gotti and the others to arrive. They were supposed to be here by now. Yeah,
Very well.
I'm really wondering what the Carnival Cavalcade is going to be. I mean, if it is somewhere like how it sounds it is. That's going to be interesting. It's going to be really quite interesting. Well, the only way we can get closer to it is by continuing on with the day. So, you guys, you showed up at the perfect time. Hey, look, it's that little reporter girl again. That little girl is older than you know. Physically, yeah, but mentally, I've seen newborns who are more mature than that chick. Oh, don't be mean. You're being mean for, like, laughing. You're a reporter with the Tyrell Times, correct? Do you need something? Yeah, I just wanted to ask, have you guys seen Dingo recently? I never did manage to get him to fess up to what he's actually doing here, so I was going to try to get an answer out of him again. But I haven't seen him anywhere all morning. It's so frustrating. Sure he's not trying to avoid you? The way you hang on to him, frankly, I wouldn't blame him if he was. Excuse me, I'm not hanging on to him like some needy high schooler. Have some respect. I just want to be with him, that's all. But for work, I mean, of course. Besides, any reporter's got to be tenacious in order to get to the bottom of the story, right? That's not clinginess, that's doing my job. If anything, I should be more persistent. That's logic of a sort. I totally get you. It's like a hunter doing whatever it takes to track down their prey until they finally go in for the kill. You're one determined lady. I can respect that. I think that comparison may be a little off. Point is, we haven't seen him, and we have no idea what he's doing out here either. Your guess is as good as ours. You're really sure about that? You're not pulling my leg, are you? No, I'm not. We're in town on our own assignment and just happened to bump into him while we were working. Although I have no idea what he might be up to, but best to keep that to myself until I'm absolutely sure. Well, if you say so. There's got to be some reason why he would be out here for this schlocky excuse for a film festival, but what? I don't get it. If I recall, you weaseled your way into covering this schlock, so you'd have an excuse to come out here too. I don't know, dude's a pretty big stud if you ask me. Sure he isn't shacked up with some actress or model. What? Could it be? Dingo? Sleeping with... this is just my opinion, but I don't think he's the kind of man who would... No, I think it might be possible. Yeah, no, I did see him with a real foxy woman earlier. I can't take this sitting down. I've got to find Dingo and get to the bottom of this. Aaron, look what you've done now. She's a boiling steam engine. I feel kind of bad for her, to be honest. I don't feel too sorry for her. I think this is hilarious. The whole thing's kind of sweet, at least. Certainly more so than your wisecracking ass. I even forgot to check the board.
Alright.
Looks like we got a 4 SPG. I was deeply moved by your incredible sensitivity yesterday, and so I'd love to get your help. I would appreciate it if you could track down additional cast members to help make this parade the best it can possibly be. Today I'll be either at the hotel or Vegas Films. I'm looking forward to seeing you all once again. Extra, extra. Oh, would you look at that? I didn't expect Salvatore Gotti himself to call in a favor. I don't know if what he wants is our forte, but never look a gift horse in the mouth. Not from a guy like him. He must have taken a shine to you after your little discussion yesterday. Maybe ask Nina and Judith how to get in touch with us after that meeting. Only problem is he put 2 different spots to meet up. Hotel and Vegas Films. Does the guy expect us to toss a coin and just hope we end up at the right spot? Yeah, where should we go? Let's check out the hotel first. Might as well see how the girls are holding up today too. So no matter what, our quest wants us to go to the Hotel Al Jamira before we go anywhere else. Just wondering if Dingo's anywhere around.
Let's be on our way.
There's someone we haven't spoken to.
You won't find this just anywhere.
Coming.
I didn't speak to this shop.
if you
Oh my goodness. The energy here is simply incredible. Are all film festivals so joyous? It scares me how many people are so unrestrained, but I must admit my curiosity is now piqued. Plus it's a chance to hopefully learn a little more about younger folks. I don't want to toss that away.
Why, hello.
Sorry, I didn't speak to you. I apologize greatly.
Thank you.
She took my apology well.